a ring on the windowsill, like you left it for the morning chill. Your scent still clings to my favorite shirt, like a ghost that knows just where it hurts. No note, no fight, no slam of the door, just silence louder than before. You vanished like breath on glass, and I'm still staring at the past. I counted all the reasons, but none of them were mine. You took the ending with you, left me stuck in time. You left without a word, no whisper, no goodbye heard, just the echo of your fading heels, and a love I still can't feel. You turned a vow into a scar, and now I don't know who we are. You left without a word, and that silence screams the worst. I still set 2 cups in the sink, still flinch each time I blink. Your shadow stitched into the floor, still waiting like it did before. I play our song but skip the end, can't bear to hear the final bend. Even my mirror won't look back, it knows you're gone and won't come back. The photos lie with smiles intact, but no one sees the heart you cracked. You left without a word, no whisper, no goodbye heard, just the silence of a closing door, and my knees cold on the floor. You turned a love into a curse, now every verse just makes it worse. You left without a word, and now I'm lost in all your Were the laughs ever real? Was I just something to feel? You left without a word, now every sunrise feels absurd. You took your name, you took the light, and left me buried in the night. You wrote the end and burned the page, left me drowning in your cage. You left without a word, and now your silence is my verse. You left without a word, but your absence has a voice. There's dust on your letter, still folded in time, like a prayer I forgot how to write. I sleep on the edge of the words you once said, haunted by echoes that won't leave my head. Your shadow still leans on the door every night, like it's waiting for morning to set it right. But dawn never comes in this part of my mind, just the whisper of what we left behind. I'm trapped in the memory, locked in your flame, calling your name in a house with no name. The mirror still shows us, but only the light, a moment too perfect to ever survive. These walls are made of yesterday's skin, and I can't break out, though I've tried to begin. slow on a weathered page, tracing shadows of a restless age. Words left hanging on the edge of dawn, a melody drowned before it's born. Every sentence like a fading star, burning bright but never far. This love's an unfinished line, written in whispers and stolen time. A story that haunts the quiet night, lost between wrong and right. I'm chasing ghosts in a fading light, a song that never finds its flight. Broken chords beneath the silent sky, notes that tremble but never die. Echoes caught in a trembling breath, a love that lingers beyond regret. Every sentence like a fading star, burning bright but never far. This love's an unfinished line, written in whispers and stolen time. A story that haunts the quiet night, lost between wrong and right. I'm chasing ghosts in a fading light, a song that never finds its flight. Would the story lead me back to you, or am I bound to this silent rhyme, forever lost in unfinished time? This love's an unfinished line, written in whispers and stolen time. A story that haunts the quiet night, lost between wrong and right. I'm chasing ghosts in a fading light, a song that never finds its flight. Ink still drips on a restless page, love remains untamed, uncaged. We carved our names on midnight's fragile glass, whispered secrets fading in the morrow's pass. The fire that burned now dims to embers glare, a silent vow caught in the hollow air. I reach through shadows where your ghost remains, tracing echoes of our bittersweet refrains. Love turned to prayer beneath the waiting light, a quiet hope to guard you through the night. Though you're gone, I speak your name in silent air, a sacred wish, love transformed to prayer. The words we never said lie buried deep beneath the tides of time, they softly weep. lost in reverie. A whisper caught between the lines, a story paused in borrowed time. The silence hums what we never said, notes unsung hanging over my head. It's a song left hanging in the dark, a broken echo of a fractured heart, every corner wound that never heals, a restless soul the music steals, incomplete, but still I play the tune that fades but won't decay. Fingers trace the ghost of sound, where every promise once was found, the bridge that never found its place, like memories I can't erase. The silence hums what we never said, notes unsung hanging over my head. It's a song left hanging in the dark, a broken echo of a fractured heart, every corner wound that never heals, a restless soul the music steals, incomplete, but still I play the tune that fades but won't decay. It's a song left hanging in the dark, a broken echo of a fractured heart, every corner wound that never heals, a restless soul the music steals, incomplete, but still I play the tune that fades but won't decay. The song unfinished, but forever mine. We carved our names into the dust, with secrets bled beneath the dust. A love that lived between the lines, too loud for truth, too lost for time. Your eyes held words you'd never say, mine held storms I locked away. We kissed behind the curtains fold, where whispers dead but truth grew cold. We were fire without a flame, a song too raw to take the blame. This is the story we couldn't speak, buried in glance, trembling and weak. We danced like thunder in a cage, two hearts that burned but feared the stage. No ink, no page, just haunted air, but love still lingers everywhere. Silence taught what words won't teach. just what we were and can't be now. We were verses made of glass, too fragile for a world too fast. But I still hear you in the rain, in every note, in every strain. This is the story we couldn't speak, but I still sing it when I'm weak. You're the ache behind each rhyme, the reason I still curse the time. No one will know what we became, but I still burn inside your name. A silent song, a love unshown, but some truths bloom when left alone. Dust on my boots, the sky's a fading scar, tracing constellations of where we once are. Every mile of memory carved deep in a grain, but these roads unravel, calling out in vain. I chase the ghost of a place I can't find, lost in the echoes, lost in my mind. On this journey without a home, drifting through shadows all alone. No compass, no stars to guide me through, just the ache of a heart that never knew where to turn when the path's undone. A wandering soul with nowhere to run. Faces blur like smoke in the wind's embrace, fingers grasp at moments time won't replace. Silent prayers on highways stripped bare, hoping for a sign, but no one's there. I chase the ghost of a place I can't find, lost in the echoes, lost in my mind. On this journey beneath the sky that's heavy with your name. Every breath a tether, every thought a flame. I walk the edge where shadows bleed to gray, lost inside the silence where you slipped away. Your ghost still lingers like a faded tattoo, etched on the corners of a heart I never knew. I reach through darkness, hands that only find the echoes of a love that's left me behind. I'm shackled to the longing, trapped inside the ache, drowning in the quiet that your absence makes. Every heartbeat's hostage, every sigh's a crime, bound by the chains of time. No release from the yearning, no shelter in the night. A prisoner of shadows, waiting for your light. I trace the wounds that never learned to heal, haunted by the weight of things I can't unfeel. The clock keeps ticking but the hours stall, caught in the gravity of your silent call. Words like ashes fall between my hands, promises broken on forgotten sand. Still I'm tethered to the dream we left undone, a restless soul beneath the setting sun. I'm shackled to the longing, trapped inside the ache, drowning in the quiet that your absence makes. Every heartbeat's hostage, every sigh's a crime, bound by the chains of time. No release from the yearning, no shelter in the night. A prisoner of shadows, waiting for your this longing beneath the hollow sky. Trapped inside this longing beneath the hollow stretch where your arms once lay, a cold reminder of the words we never say. Fingers slip like smoke through cracked glass, a fragile moment that shattered too fast. If I could rewind the broken time, hold you close beneath the fading light. I regret the silence, the hands that didn't stay, the warmth I let slip as you slipped away. If I'd held you longer, could I steal the pain, or would the night still echo your name? Your ghost still lingers in the empty air, a bittersweet song hanging everywhere. The space between us, a hollow refrain where love's last echo whispers your name. If I could rewind the broken time, hold you close beneath the fading light. I regret the silence, the hands that didn't stay, the warmth I let slip as you slipped away. If I'd held you longer, could I steal the pain? Or would the night still echo your name? I regret the silence, the hands that didn't stay, the warmth I let slip as you slipped away. If I'd held you longer, could I steal the pain? Or would the night still echo your name? Beneath this skin, a storm untamed, words like thunder, but unexplained. A silent riot behind these eyes, caught between truth and desperate lies. You reach for shadows I can't touch, tracing lines that mean too much. These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. The echoes drown in empty halls, my voice a ghost that softly calls, trying to speak in riddles and smoke, but all that's left are words unbroke. You reach for shadows I can't touch, tracing lines that mean too much. These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. Still I go a free. If I could paint the scars inside, would you stay or turn the tide? A broken mirror holds my face, fractured soul I can't replace. Are you dispelled of me, denying wars I'll never win? These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. Whispered fires beneath the skin, a war I'll never win, a rover out between. She gave him all the keys to every door she kept locked tight. He swore on winds and rings, then vanished in the smoke of night. His voice was velvet rust, his kiss was borrowed fire, but now her name is dust in the mouth of a lie. She built a chapel on his word, hung hope like stained glass in the dirt. He said forever, then disappeared. Now she prays to silence, prays through tears. She burned too bright for hands that cold. Now all that's left is faith grown old. She trusted him like stars the sky, but not every dawn was born to rise. She folded notes inside her spine, carried dreams he left behind, wore love like war paint down her chest, but mercy never wrote the rest. She danced alone beneath the light, her laughter cracked, no one asked why. She built a chapel on his word, hung hope like stained glass in the dirt. He said forever, then disappeared. Now she prays to silence, prays through tears. She gave her gold to hands of clay and watched her soul just slip away. She trusted him like stars the sky, but some stars burn just to say goodbye. Till her fingers hurt. Now every flame's a bitter hymn to all the trust she gave to him. She stood too close to someone blind. Now love means learning not to cry. She trusted him like stars the sky, and cursed the truth beneath his lie. Not every love is built to last. Some just leave ashes in the past. Whispers crawl beneath the midnight skin, a nameless trace where light grew thin. Fragments fall like rain on broken glass, echoes of a time that couldn't last. Fingers reach for ghosts that never stay, lost in the silence of yesterday. These nameless memories bleed in quiet rain, filling hollow spaces with whispered pain. A shadowed song that plays beneath the scars, a fading in the dark, but never far. Eyes like storms without a sky to find, drifting through the corners of my mind. Words unspoken, held beneath the skin, a fading fire that burns within. Fingers reach for ghosts that never stay, lost in the silence of yesterday. These nameless memories bleed in quiet rain, filling hollow spaces with whispered pain. A shadowed song that plays beneath the scars, fading in the dark, but never far. These nameless memories bleed in quiet rain, filling hollow spaces with whispered pain. A shadowed song that plays beneath the scars, fading in the dark, but never far. There was a flame that danced in your eyes, I'm burning through the midnight's veil. But shadows crept soft as a lie, and whispered secrets where light fell. I chased the echoes down cold halls where your warmth dissolved in black. A ghostly touch, a fading call, love's color bled, never coming back. Love swallowed by the dark, drowned beneath the silent scars. We were stars caught in a blackened sky, falling slow, no wings to fly. Words like ashes fall from your lips, fractured promises turn to dust. I trace the scars, the cracks, the slips in a love that crumbled in mistrust. The night devours what day once knew, a whispered name lost in the void. I'm tethered to a fading hue of love the darkness destroyed. Love swallowed by the dark, drowned beneath the silent scars. We were stars caught in a blackened sky, falling slow, no wings to fly. Swallowed by the dark, drowned beneath the silent scars. We were stars caught in a blackened sky, falling slow, no wings to fly. Lost in shadow, love swallowed by the dark. Fortress of your silence, I stand like a ghost outside your door. Every glance a frozen river, flowing where your warmth was before. Words fall heavy like winter rain, searching cracks in your guarded wall. I trace the lines of your closed chapters, hoping someday you'll hear my call. I'm waiting for the long talk to break, for the dawn to pull you from the ache, in the quiet where your secrets hide. I'll stay here till you open inside. The shadows wrap your trembling whispers, a dance of ghosts on shattered glass. I reach for flames behind your eyes, fighting the cold that time has cast. Those silent shouts, what words can't say. I hold the space where you've withdrawn, a patient flame beneath the ice, waiting for the locked heart's dawn. I'm waiting for the locked heart to break, for the dawn to pull you from the ache, in the quiet where your secrets hide. I'll stay here till you open inside. I'm waiting for the locked heart to break, for the dawn to pull you from the ache, in the quiet where your secrets hide. I'll stay here till you open inside, waiting, waiting for the heart to open wide. Thread unwound between the hands of time, caught in shadows where the stars won't shine. Promises whisper beneath the weight of stone. Two souls tethered but forever alone. Fate's cold fingers twist the fragile thread, leaving words unspoken hanging like lead. This love's a prisoner in a cage of skies, yearning for daylight but doomed to disguise. Torn apart by silence no one can break, held hostage by the past we didn't take. Your eyes, a flame I never dared to hold, a secret story never fully told. We dance on edges that fate won't bend, a chapter lost we can't defend. Fate's cold fingers twist the fragile thread, leaving words unspoken hanging like lead. This love's a prisoner in a cage of skies, yearning for daylight but doomed to disguise. Torn apart by silence no one can break, held hostage by the paths we didn't take. like broken glass, 1,000 shards where sunlight passed. Your memories a fading flame that burns in silence, calls my name. I tried to run, I tried to hide, but every shadow's by my side. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bound to heal, no hands to hold, just scars that whisper tales untold. Your ghost still dances in my veins, a haunting song that knows no change. I chase the dawn through endless night, but every step just fades from sight. I grasp for hope through tangled dreams, but nothing's ever as it seems. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bone to heal, no hands to hold, just scars that whisper tales untold. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bound to heal, no hands to hold, just scars that whisper tales untold. Still broken, still burning, still standing on the edge of dawn. We were thunder behind closed doors, a secret fire the world ignored. Eyes met like promises too loud to keep, but we buried our truth too deep. You held my hand in rooms of strangers, every glance was laced with danger. We spoke in touches, not in names. Now silence is what still remains, and every word we didn't say still echoes in the break of day. This is the song we never sang, a love that lived without a name, the shadow behind every smile, the aching pause that stretched a mile. We dance where no one ever sees. Now I bleed you quietly. I see your face in backseat glass, in reflections time can't pass. The world kept spinning on its light, while we were just a hush gone by. I still hear your voice in dreams, soft as thread between the seams, but daylight steals what dark allows. I miss a love we never vowed. We wrote our truth in phantom ink, washed away before we could think. This is the flame that couldn't burn, a tide that rolls with no return. The echo in my chest still sways of words we weren't allowed to say. We held forever silently, now I wear you invisibly. A rhyme erased before its line. This is the silence shaped like you, the truth the daylight never knew. A kiss that dared not touch the air, a wound I love too raw to share. We were never meant to be seen, but we lived in every in-between. Now I walk through every crowd, still hearing us, not aloud. We trace the skyline with fingertips, drunk on the blush of moonlit sips. Your hand was fire, mine was faith. We danced where silence dared not wait, but seasons bend and time betrays. What bloomed in gold now drifts in grace. Traces through the heart still lay. Every vow, every breath we take, I wore your name like holy thread. Even when love turned quiet and bled. I found your voice in the crack of dawn, lurking between the still and the gone. Your shadows curled in my favorite chair, but your warmth's no longer there. I lit a candle for the years we lost, watched the flame blink through the frost. Love once bloomed where silence grows, now the wind hums when no one knows. And I was the verse you never sang, a name erased when the church bells rang. You kissed me like the world might end, but left before the light could bend. I'm standing in the echo of a long forgotten love. We carved our names on the window pane, but time rained down and blurred the frame. Your promise slipped beneath the door, left like smoke through a broken floor. I held on tight to a dream undone, but stars don't stay when the night won't come. I sleep beside your memory's trace, cold as the moon on a stranger's face. I was the vow you never kept, a song half played before you left. You danced through fire and pulled away, left ashes where the love should stay. And now I breathe what's not enough, the dust of a forgotten love. Your name across the sky, but it faded with the morning cry. I was the verse you never sang, a name erased in the pouring rain. You held me once, then walked beyond, like a ghost with a borrowed song. Now I walk with what I dreamed of, the ghost of our forgotten love, our forgotten love. The ink still bleeds on pages torn, a story caught in a ghostly storm. Words unspoken, shadows cast, echoes of a love that couldn't last. You haunt the corners of my restless mind, like whispered secrets left behind. The clock ticks slow on broken time, holding on to what's no longer mine. These unfinished tales we wrote in pain, fighting shadows in the pouring rain. I'm lost inside a faded frame, where your voice calls, but I can't change the game. Still searching for a way to portray your silhouette in the fading light, dancing just beyond my sight. Promises like glass, they break and fall, scattered memories down the hall. I reach for you through empty space, but find only a cold embrace. These unfinished tales we wrote in pain, fighting shadows in the pouring rain. I'm lost inside a fading frame where your voice calls, but I can't change the game. Still searching for a way to mend the story that refuses to end. Still drawing breath between the living and the death. I hold the chapters torn apart, a fragile book of a broken heart. These unfinished tales I'll carry on till the last word is finally gone. But until then, I'll wear this pain, the story that there's dust on the wind, frost in my veins. Time has been cruel, but I've learned its games. The chair by the fire still holds your ghost, and I talk to the silence I trust the most. Your coffee cup still on the shelf, right where you left it, half full of yourself. I replay the last words we didn't say, like broken hymns at the edge of day. But my heart still waits like a stone behind the gate. It don't move, it don't break, just aches in the space you forsake. Every breath's a hope you'll return, but some flames just forget to burn. Still, my heart still waits. I dress in the shadows you used to wear, and the scent of regret in midnight air. This house is a shrine of should have beens, with walls that bleed your name within. Your laugh lives on in the hallways bend, like a record that won't find its end. I light a candle but speak no prayer, just your name floating out nowhere. But my heart still waits like the moon that mourns the lake. It don't shout, it don't plead, escape. It just beats in a cage of glass, wounded by what couldn't last. And though the world has turned its page, I still wait. Found your jacket in the backseat, dust still smells like smoke, still stitched with trust. Your last words hang like fog on glass, unspoken truths from a fading past. The clock don't tick the same no more. Time cracked wide when you closed that door. You left too fast, the world too still, and I'm here screaming what I never will. I never got to say goodbye, didn't hold your hand through the falling sky. Now the night sings in your place, and I reach for air where I saw your face. No candle burned, no prayer was said, just silence loud as the words unsaid. You slipped through the cracks of time, and I'm left behind without goodbye. You called last night, I missed the ring. Too busy chasing nothing and everything. I swore I'd call you back today, but today turned black and slipped away. Your shadow walks the kitchen floor, a memory etched into the drawer. I play your voice just to feel the ache, each whisper a line my heart can't fake. I never got to say goodbye, didn't hold your hand through the falling sky. Now the stars blink like sorry eyes, and I curse the blue when mornings rise. No candle burned, no prayer was said, just echoes tangled in the bed. You vanished like a breath on glass, and I never got to say goodbye. There's no rewinding, real regret, just nights I drown in cigarettes. If time's a thief, then fate's a lie. You weren't supposed to say goodbye. I never got to say goodbye, the truth still bleeding from my eye. Now all I have are songs and scars, and your name written on the stars. No candle burned, no hand to hold, just one more story left untold. You slipped through the cracks of time, and I'm still here, whispering goodbye. Too late to speak, too loud to cry. You left your silence on my windowsill, like a ghost that breathes when the night stands still. The bed still holds your shape in the sheets, but your warmth walked out with your heartbeat. The whiskey doesn't blur your name, it carves it deeper in fading light. I wear your memory like a bleeding ring. It shines, it stings, it says everything. This wounded heart beats in black and gold, a story untold, but far too old. I gave you the stars, you gave me the rain. Now I'm dancing in thunder, soaked in your pain. Can't fix the cracks with yesterday's glue, still bleeding now. the love I gave you. There's a map of us drawn on my skin. Every scar's a place you've been. You spoke of forever with a liar's tongue, left me holding songs that won't be sung. I lit every bridge you set on fire and watched them burn like funeral pies. But your ashes sleep in my open hands, the part of you that still understands. This wounded heart won't learn to lie. It still writes you into every sky. I gave you my soul in a rusted frame. You signed it in tears, then whispered my name. Now every echo cuts straight through a song of a man you never knew. Yeah. You were the spark and I was the flame, but the smoke spelled out a different name. Now I stand in the ruins, dressed in regret, a love I remember, a truth you forget. This wounded heart keeps dragging chains through empty streets and midnight trains. I gave you the best, you broke the rest. Now your ghost won't let me forget. I'm torn between the then and the true, still bleeding now, the love I gave you. Still bleeding now. The love I gave you. Trace the ghost of your silhouette, fading but never gone quite yet. The silence screams between the lines, where memories bleed like fractured wine. Built a cage from whispered prayers, locked in time, caught unawares. Every step I take